Oh, I've just connected and I didn't intend to, but this is going to be a talk about happiness. Happiness is a state of mind which cannot be forced. Usually, by the time you realize you're happy, the moment is almost at an end. I do think happiness is a choice, however. We can choose to be happy even when circumstances turn differently than we expected. But I often ponder on happiness. This morning I decided I want to be happy. And so I put on this lovely jacket, which isn't mine actually, it belongs to my lovely husband, and I can even smell it on it, which makes me feel happier still. I love the colour, I love the feel of it, and yes, it's a change. A change is as good as a rest, and a change often makes you happy. On Friday last, I went for a walk, and whilst I was walking through the countryside, I noticed the abundance of flowers, May blossom in fact, and I actually picked some, which I've still got because I've kept it in water. It is the beautiful stuff which was filling the hedgerows, and even petals were dropping off. I only picked a tiny piece because I didn't want to take too much from the hedgerows, and this has really cheered me up no end. So there's my little bit of happiness that I've taken and conserved for a little while. I just love it. Still holding its petals, so it's doing well. It was in bud when I took it. Anyway, that's one little aspect of happiness, is seeing things all around us and enjoying what we have. Then when I got home, it was about 4:30, 5. My darling husband had made a wonderful stew, and I felt happy. But when I was eating it, suddenly I crunched on something, and I thought, oh, that's a bit of bone. But in fact, it was a piece of my tooth. And so far, I have all my own teeth, and a fraction of my tooth had come off at the back. There was still filling in there, but I can still feel a huge hole. I panicked instantly. My natural reaction is to panic. And I thought, oh my God, it's Good Friday afternoon. The dentists are closed. It's bank holiday weekend. What am I going to do? I'm going to be in pain. My husband, whose life experience is completely different to mine, said to me, well, darling, I've had that happen before. You're okay. Is it hurting you? I said, no. What? I've lost a part of my tooth. He said, you'll be all right. I thought, here's my chance to get into the vortex, relax. I've broken part off my tooth. It's bank holiday weekend. It may not be the end of the world. And so I rang the emergency dentist because I thought, well, at least I'll find out what shall I do if it gets worse. Spoke to somebody who listened to my tale and said they would get back to me. Then they didn't. And I was beginning to be very much less than happy, thinking, I'm going to be in pain. But anyway, the longer it went on, I realised that I could actually drink and eat, and nothing was happening. So I put it to one side, and although I wasn't exactly happy, I was okay. The next day, nobody had got back to me, and my tooth was still okay, and it was Saturday. And I thought, well, maybe I shall get through the weekend. And then a bit later, I listened to the message on my message machine. This was about Sunday night or Monday, even Monday morning, I think it was. And they'd given me an appointment for Saturday, so it was too late. I'm rambling here. Anyway, the top and bottom of it is I had no treatment. It's now Thursday of the following week. I've got a piece out of my tooth. I haven't gone to the dentist. I've survived. That doesn't exactly make me happy, but it makes me realise that I do panic too much. I don't know what I'm actually telling you about in all of this, and it's a bit of a bum bit, but it makes me happy just to talk. So bear with me a little while. I think I'm going to finish on this note. I might be happier if I contacted the dentist today and had a checkup. What do you think? Let me know your thoughts on the subject.